Can we ask you who you are and who you work?
This is my company. It's called Fine Mobile. This is a mobile content company from Poland. We develop games and we aggregate content for Polish operators.
How do you like the event so far?
I do pretty much, yes. Maybe I'm not so interested in today's subject, I mean this mobile TV, but I heard tomorrow will be something totally different. But I definitely like the idea of roundtable discussions and switching places. This is great.
I'm Sam Hill, I'm from Ixtis. I'm a monitoring executive there. So we regulate premium rate services in the UK.
And what do you think of the event so far?
Yes, I'm enjoying it. I've had a very nice discussion at our table. It was a very interesting chat that we had about it. And yeah, I think it's going very well, definitely.
What topics are you especially interested in?
Well, I'm primarily here to listen, actually. Because we're not actually involved in the market directly. I'm more interested in sort of looking at the emerging markets and what might be going on in the future and products coming onto the market later. So that's my primary interest, is just to sort of see what other people are talking about. So for that, it's very interesting, and it has been very educational so far.
My name is John Rosen, and I work for the company Street Media 7, which is a Swedish company, and we develop mobile content, and yeah, we're basically a full mobile service provider, so we do a lot of different things. Java applications, mobile dating platforms and so forth. Yeah.
My name is Stefano Trifone, and I work for Bain & Company Italy, which is a company providing strategic business consulting services. And we work a lot in the mobile field with mobile operators, mobile handset manufacturers, and we are trying to find the way to make all the services profitable for the players of the field,
How do you like the event so far?
Oh, great! I've met some really interesting people. Yeah, really, I'm really happy about it so far.
This is really great because it's a unique knowledge sharing experience. Because when you go to the other meetings, you just sit down and watch the other people talk and showing the PowerPoint presentation for hours without talking with other people. This is a totally different experience, yes.
Could you tell us who you are and who you're working for?
Rory McHale, and I work for Amion.
And are there any topics that you're especially looking forward to?
I'm interested in seeing what services go beyond mobile TV. So plain mobile TV I think is very easy to understand, but what we're interested in is what you can do beyond mobile TV with broadcast and multicast technology. So that's what particularly interests me.
So what do you think on the topic? What do you think is beyond mobile TV?
Well, particularly of interest to us is things like mobile communities, user-generated content, that kind of thing, where basically you look at engaging the users in the process by allowing them to communicate, for example, by allowing them to interact so that they become more of an active participant in mobile TV rather than just a passive user.
So you think user-generated content could be the future of mobile TV?
I very much hope it will be an important part of it in the future. So,
thank you very much.
My name is Dennis Kokkelink and I'm with Mobilaria, the Netherlands.
Since you're especially interested in mobile TV, we're still collecting some answers to the questions that we were asking in the first roundtable session. So maybe what do you see as the future of mobile TV? Do people really want it?
I think so, yeah, if the price is good enough or the price perception is good enough and the content. It's all about the content.
And what kind of content do you think will be successful? More the long or the short one? Or what is this a discussion about long versus short?
Well, obviously not a movie that takes 2 hours. I would say newscasts, sports, goals, goal alerts. And let's not forget, we're talking about television here, but we forget about radio. What about radio? There's a lot of radio going on, streaming radio that are, that's really interesting for people to get, even if they're in another country, to get their own local radio stations.
Interesting. And do you think it will be more older people or more younger people who will listen or watch? What do you think?
Depends. It always starts with the younger people, but eventually it will dribble down or dribble up, so to speak, to the older people.
And what do you think would be the best models to make money of it? Like the free ad supported, or what revenue model do you think?
Yeah, well, free is always better for the consumer. I wouldn't really know if it's good enough for the operator or the content providers. But as I see in some countries, there's a model that specifically asks for a flat fee, say €7.50 or €8 per month, and for that amount of money you get say 10 to 15 channels, just like basic cable actually. That's a good model to start with. I don't really believe in overpricing for a premium charge, say €1 or 50 cents for a download for just 10 minutes, you see. So a flat fee bundle would be the most interesting for both consumers and I think content providers.
Who you are and who you're working for?
Sure. My name is Niklas Medman and I work for Ericsson.
And what do you think of the event so far?
Well, quite interesting. Some good opening statements from the speakers, and then we went into this more interactive networking session, which... Yeah.
And which topics are you especially interested in?
Well, for me, since I'm involved in the whole multimedia space, I think all of this will make a lot of sense, but especially mobile TV that we went through now is of course a hot topic, and I thought it was quite worthwhile having both the close discussions on the table and listening to people's responses.
And what kind of topics would you like to see in the future, maybe in a future event?
Well, I think that one thing that we're finding quite interesting is this whole social networking concept, and looking a little bit more into that would be worthwhile.
Thank you.
I'm Žiga Hajduković. I come from Resume R&D studio from Slovenia.
And are there any topics that you're especially looking forward to?
Yes, the next one coming up, NFC technology, because we have developed a product in connection to that technology, so I'm looking forward to that. Yeah.
Can you tell us a bit more, since you developed the product, can you tell us a bit more background information maybe?
Yeah, it's a mobile, it's a small business loyalty scheme based on the Oyster card, which you're familiar with, and it works very easy. The merchants in the shops get to have this NFC phone. And they can add the loyalty points to customers with Oyster cards, and it's really simple because they just touch the customer's card, and so they get a point. Yeah. So.
Do you think really that would be big in the future, or what do you think the future of that is in this technology?
I hope it is big so far, because we're just beginning, and I think it has a lot of potential, because we're kind of targeting the small businesses and making the whole service cheap to use, so they can afford it, and so they can have the loyalty scheme which otherwise they couldn't afford, because large stores and chains can afford such schemes, and